Hello, everyone. What time is tonight? Oh, sorry. I had someone asking me what time it was, what time we were starting tonight. And we are starting at 7 p.m. now. But we will make it work. And let's see who just came in. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Lee. Hi, Mary. How are you? I have a couple announcements before we get started tonight. And first of all, the Third Parent Academy and All About the Toddlers have teamed up, and we are doing an early literacy summer reading program. It's called Read, Read, and Reread. So you can sign up either on my page, the Third Parent Academy, or you can sign up at All About the Toddlers. Either page, doesn't matter. We just want you to come join us and read with us, and make sure our toddlers are getting what they need for early literacy and early learning and building those cognitive skills and language skills and just the wonder of reading. Hi, Chevelle. Hi, Toya. Also, tonight, the National Domestic Workers Alliance has a survey. If you have seen it, please fill it out. Please, 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 please fill it out. Hi, Minister Johnson. Hi, Amanda. Let's see who else came. Lasita, I hope I said your name right. Hi, Anna. How are you? If you've seen this survey, please fill it out. It's so that we can get a national standard for nannies across the United States. So everybody will be treated fairly, and once we get a standard for ourselves, we will not be underpaid. We will be paid on the books. We will not have a lot of contract issues. Well, hopefully we won't have contract issues because everybody's contract is different and everybody's job is different. So, but there will be a standard. We're trying to make a standard for all nannies. So please fill that survey out. Please, 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 please. I will have it posted on my page. And many of you know Tati. She is also circulating it on her page. So please, please, please find her. I will have it posted tonight. Fill the survey out. We need a standard for our industry. Every other industry has one. We need one for ours too. And Abby Schmidt and Emily Kate Rowland have a raffle ticket for the Nanny Ball this year. And you need to find out, go to the Nanny Collaborative and find out how to enter that contest if you want to go to the Nanny Ball for free. Yes, it's a free ticket to get to the Nanny Ball. And tomorrow night, all month we've been doing women's nanny health issues. We had the nanny mental health. This week they're doing nanny financial health. And Stephanie, all of y'all know Stephanie of Nanny Tees, she is going to be interviewing the Tiffany, the Budgetnista. Google her. Trust me. It's worth watching the interview. It's going to be on Wednesday night in the Nanny Collaborative. So please make sure you're watching. Hi, Marquetti. Hi, Sarah. And let's see who else just came in. Hi, Shannon. And I think the last but not least, we have Aileen Matherin, who will be with us tomorrow. We have a special Ask the Nanny tomorrow at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Put the babies down for a nap, plan a different activity, whatever you need to do. be there. She is going to come on and she's going to tell us about the Nanny Marketplace, all the festivities that are going on June the 30th in New York. So be sure you be here tomorrow too. Now that I've got all the preliminaries out of the way, all the announcements out of the way, let's get started. So our first guest is going to be Miss Chevelle. And Chevelle, are you on your phone or are you on your computer? Because I cannot invite you on if you're not on your computer. I mean, if you're not on your mobile device. Let's see if I can find Chevelle and invite her. Hi, Marcia. How are you? Okay, there we go. Let's bring Chevelle.
Hey there.
Says it's adding you. And there she is.
Hey!
Okay.
How are you?
I just realized that you probably couldn't hear me because I have these connected to my phone, but they're not in my ears. So, can you hear me now?
I couldn't hear you. What?
Hi, Terry. How are you?
Hopefully it doesn't freeze. You know what? I'm going to see if I can turn off my Wi-Fi. I wonder if it's fighting my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Maybe that's better. That's better?
I can see you. I can hear you.
Okay.
And you're not freezing.
Okay, it was freezing for a little while. Sorry.
Okay. Well, you're fine. You're fine. I know you have to go to work, so we're going to get to it. So,
Okay.
tell us about yourself outside of the nanny world first.
Outside of the nanny world? Is there a life outside of nanny world?
I don't know. Hi, Jennifer.
Let's see. So I am a mother of 2 adults, I guess. I have a daughter that just turned 24 last Monday, and recently she graduated from college.
Yay.
And then I have a son who is 27, and he is in the audio engineering field. So he works in the studio and stuff. And then my daughter's a creative too. She's a graphic design person, not major anymore, person. I don't know, I'm single and I work at NCS and I work nanny stuff. Is there another life?
No.
Not now.
Not anymore.
Yep.
Okay, so tell me, the first time you went on a trip with your clients, with your nanny family, what did you do? What is the difference between the first time you went and now?
So the first time that I went, I was a new nanny. I went on a road trip in the car driving. My nanny kid she was about 3, I guess. And her mom had to go to a funeral. So I needed to take care of her during the service. She didn't go to the service, but it was interesting. I don't like car rides, so she was special, and her mom was special, so I agreed to it. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I'm okay for, a few hours, but this was like from Texas to like Illinois, so it was quite the drive. But we had headphones for her, some new toys, I guess, and it was good. It was good. It was just one kiddo, and we were like family, so it wasn't a big deal. The next one, though, was more what I consider my travel nanny experience, and I had twin girls, and their older, year and a half older brother, and it was a single dad by choice, and his family was from Iowa. It's from a little small town called Dunlap, Iowa. And so we made several trips to Iowa. Um, and from my first trip up with them to my last trip with them, which they were like 2 years old, was a big difference. Um, I used to baby wear them in the airport. I would tandem wear. I had one. Uh, we put stuff in the stroller instead of actually putting the kids in the stroller.
Wow.
And yeah, and so I had my hands free, so I basically could put my hand on the 3-year-old, or 2-year-old, 3-year-old at the time, carry one in the front and back, and had my Starbucks. So it was funny. People used to.
Okay, so I know nannies juggle everything, but you were literally juggling everything.
It was funny because people would just be staring in the airport. Those who tandem wear know they get this question all the time is, oh my God, you have your hands full. I'm like, nope, I've got two free hands.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So
Oh, so that was how do you like traveling with the families?
I do. Before I became a nanny, I was a business traveler in clinical research. So I was on the road probably 4 to 5 days a week for several years. So when I travel as a nanny that way, um, it allows me to use my old business traveling
Okay.
expertise, because I feel like I can navigate airports really well. Um, and then I take my nanny uh, toolkit with me, and my two worlds kind of collide. So I like traveling with families. Some people may
Oh,
not, but I find it a challenge, a good challenge.
so you were already used to traveling, and you just added the nanny world to the travel world and said, "Okay, here we go." And bada boom,
Right.
bada bing, there it is.
Pretty much that's how I figure it. I'm like, okay. It's funny because parents will be, oh my gosh, where's this? They left this on the conveyor belt. I have my baby strapped into me. I have my eyes on everything. If you wear the baby when you go into the air, go through security, you don't have to take a whole bunch, as much stuff off. It seems like you get through faster. Yes, they may have to test your hands, but to me, it's faster. And, parents are still lugging all their stuff. Meanwhile, I'm just kind of sitting there twiddling my thumbs, like, okay, whenever y'all get through.
You and the
So
babies are done.
we're done. We're just waiting for everybody else by that time.
So you say wear the babies through the security and all that.
If you can, especially if you have small babies, I definitely would wear them because it's just too much to try to take your shoes off and do all this other crazy stuff. Get your boarding pass, have keep an eye on all your things when you've got a baby in your hand and all, everything else. Strap them to you. You've got your hands free. You can take your shoes off. You can do whatever you need to do, and it's a lot faster to me.
Okay, okay, that's a good tip. That's a good tip. If
Hmm.
you can do this, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, that's a good tip. I have to write that one down. Strap them to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I hope you all are taking notes, nannies, because that's the quickest way through security. I'm all about that. Okay. Hello, Toya and Candy and Myrna and Philip. I mean, Stephen and Taryn, Jamie, Britton, Monica, and if I left anybody out, uh, Mary and Sunshine. How are you? So anyway, I think couple of people said hi to you too, Chevelle.
Oh, hello.
So, okay, my next question is: when you travel with families, do you all set the schedule beforehand, or do you sit down and talk about, okay, so you're going to be off on this time, we're going to meet you on this time? Do you all do the scheduling before, or do you just play it by ear?
In my experience, we've just played it by ear unless I know, like, um, the parents want to go out to dinner, which is I'll have some time off in the middle of the day, so I may, keep up with baby during the morning hours to keep them on schedule for
Mm-hmm.
naps and things. And then after nap, they want to have some family time, at the pool or what have you. If we're going to, like a resort type of place. And then usually I go with them. They may give me a few hours off for like second nap if it's second nap time. And then they'll have dinner, if they want to go to a dinner, just the two nanny parents. And then when they come back, then I'll usually have time off in the evenings. We just kind of play it by ear loosely. Um, last summer when we went to Mexico. Um, I got an extra like day. They were like, if you want to stay an extra couple of days, that's fine. Um, so I stayed an extra day, and I got to do things on my own then. So I wasn't too really stressed out about the fact that, oh, I didn't have any time off, but it's work, you don't
Right.
really expect to have a whole lot of time off. But so I got to do something fun, um, the next day. Um,
So when you're
they went,
on, you're on.
oh yeah, I'm on 100%.
Okay.
So I never worry about, oh, I didn't get any time to do anything myself because it's work.
Right. So don't whine and complain when you because
Mm.
you're supposed to be there working.
Right, because, as we, have many of us have heard, their vacation is not our vacation.
True.
Um, so you're there to work, when you tell family and friends, oh, I'm going to Mexico. Yeah, sounds great. And it usually is pretty great.
Yes.
Um, I
But
mean, when
but
we went.
there's a purpose.
Right. I mean, it's a bonus that you get to sit by the pool and take care of your nanny kid versus, sit at home, but you still have to be on one, even more so because you're in a strange place. You don't know those people. You don't know
Yes.
your way around. So, you have to stay alert. So, you know,
Okay. Point number two, stay alert wherever you go with those babies. Stay alert.
absolutely.
Always looking around you. Now, I know this may sound like a silly question, but I know my husband is an Army Ranger and he would, definitely just push it, shove it off on me. Do you carry mace or something with you in these strange places?
I don't. I know that there used to be a few years ago, there was like a nanny self-defense class or a class that you could take to protect your littles. But no, I don't. I also don't want to go to the airport and not know what things you can take through an airport because you'd have
Right.
to contact TSA, or go to their website to see what's allowed and what's not allowed. But when travel, especially when we're traveling by air. But
Okay.
no, I don't.
Okay,
Mm.
because I know I've traveled with a couple of
Right.
families, and my husband was like, soon as you step off the plane and the first drugstore you find, go in and look and find your little small can of mace to take with
Mm.
you. I know you don't want any weapons or anything, but you need something to deter them while you get away. And
Right.
I never think about those things. To me, I guess he thinks I think the whole world is just so safe and we're so, I
Mm.
understand that we're not, but I don't anticipate,
Mm.
danger. If something happens, I have taken self-defense classes
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I can defend myself and get away, but at the same time, that little extra thing would help a whole lot, especially when you're dealing with not just yourself, but a little person, or maybe little people, because you
Right.
have them to worry about too. So
Right.
I just asked it. I don't mean to scare anybody, but it's just something that goes through my mind because my husband drills it into me. And when we go walking, um, throughout the neighborhoods, when we go walking at the park, anywhere we go, he reminds me, "Did you take your little can of mace?" And I'm like,
Mm.
"Yes, dear, I have it with me. And nothing's gonna happen to us." So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's just a question that I needed to ask.
Mhm.
Let's see. Amy said hi, Chevelle.
Hi, Amy.
I don't know if you could see the comments. Hi,
Yep,
Amy,
I saw
and
it.
hi, Deidre. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go and get ready for work, and I'm going to bring our next guest on, who is Miss Meg Sonnenberg. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Um,
Okay, I'll keep watching. Bye,
okay,
everybody.
bye. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for participating.
No problem.
All right. Okay, let me see if I can find Miss Meg. Let's see. I don't see her on here. So, okay. Miss Carrie, are you ready? I don't see Meg, so I will grab Miss Carrie and bring her on. I tell you, they change this thing every time. Let's see. Let me scroll back over here so I can find her. Okay, so while I'm adding Carrie, all of you who are watching, please hit the share button so that your friends can get some of these tips, some of your other nanny friends, because I know I have 2 tips that I didn't know. Hi,
I
Carrie.
missed a
How
little
are
bit. Hi, how are you?
Good, good, good. Well, you can catch up anytime.
I'm actually still at work. I have to
Oh,
stay overnight tonight. We're having a slumber party, so my little guy's in the room in case, but he's occupied right now, so we should be good.
okay. Well, let me hurry because I know how little ones are.
Oh no, you're
Okay, okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself
uh,
outside of the nanny world.
okay. Hang on, let me turn you up. Okay, there you are.
Can you hear me now?
Oh no, you're fine. My thing was turned down. Uh,
Okay.
well, I was on here in the fall for live in versus live out or something like that. And at that
Yes.
time I was engaged. So now I'm married.
Yay!
Yeah, thank you. That happened in April in Florida. And my little people were in the bridal party. So
Aww.
we're flower girls and the little guy was the ring bearer. And so that was fun. And I'm actually preparing to move um, away from them, which is but my husband got a better job with a different company for our long-term future. So,
Well,
but we're obviously planning on staying in touch, and so it'll be a
okay.
big adjustment though. So,
Are you coming to Texas?
no,
Ah,
Indianapolis.
oh, oh, that's cold. That's
Well, I'm in Cleveland.
cold. Ooh, that's
It's
cold.
it was like 97 degrees today. So,
Wow. But it's
yeah.
still colder there and all that snow. No,
Right.
no. You're welcome to it. Take me back to Florida.
Right. Yeah, no,
Yes.
it was so nice. We were there for 2 weeks. We were there the week before the wedding, and then we honeymooned in Punta Cana after for a week. So it was 2 whole weeks, and I acclimated
Wow.
all inclusive lifestyle. Like it was a hard adjustment coming back.
Oh no. Oh no. But at least you had fun while you were there.
Yeah, we did.
Good, good, good. Um, so tell us, um, when you travel with your kids, are
Hmm.
you responsible for packing the kids' clothes and getting everything that they need together, or does the mom kind of instruct you? Okay, I want them to have this, 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 and this, and don't forget about this.
So things have changed a little bit over the years. So I've been with them for 5.5 years, and when it was just the one little guy, he was 18 months when I started, and he turned 7 on
Mhm.
Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah, so like she would primarily get his clothes in order for our first couple trips. Like I would go to the store and pick up some things that we needed because typically our first trip of the year is a beach trip to South Carolina. So after all winter, all the summer clothes are too small. So go to the stores and online and order some things, and then maybe a little more than I should have because little people clothes are so much fun. But then we saved it for the summer and springtime anyway. It was never like an issue.
You
But
sound like me.
yeah,
I love shopping for little people.
yeah, it's an addiction. But so anyways, as things have gone, like now typically I guess I'll just say like I'll get things in order, like I'll the pull the clothes for the kids and I'll lay them out, like we have a homework room, and so I'll lay them out like on the table in there and lay out the different outfits for the different days. And like the thing you have to remember if you're going to a place with a washer and dryer is to not overpack. And me, for myself, I overpack, and then when their clothes are littler, you want to pack even more, but there's no point. They're not going to go through it, and you can just wash them. But we typically get like one new toy for our trip. So I'll get like the airplane bags together too. The airplane and house bags. They're the hotel bags. And, so so it's kind of like a team effort, but I do lay out, the majority of the things the first round, and then if, like this past trip, we went to, South Carolina, and they were staying for Easter and they had a family photo planned. So like she wanted certain outfits that like I didn't include, or different outfits and stuff. So she just threw it right in there. Yeah. It's not like my primary responsibility. They still go through it and pack it the night before.
Okay. Now, I learned from, I think it was Huffington Post, some travel tips for packing kids' clothes.
Ziploc.
And yes, the Ziploc bags. I love that idea because that way the kids can choose what clothes they want to wear. If you don't have a washer and dryer, once they pull them off, guess what? They go back into the Ziploc bag and it doesn't stink up the whole suitcase.
Right. And then it's not getting mixed in with the clean clothes. And there's not, like clothes everywhere, because with 3 little people, like, I mean, there is just stuff everywhere all the time.
Yes, definitely.
But I love the Ziploc bags.
I love that idea. And now I've started doing it for myself. And like, okay, here's my outfit, and I will put 2 of those little Ziploc bags. If I'm going somewhere warm, I'll just put tank top and some shorts and some underwear in a little Ziploc bag, throw it in my overnight bag, my carry-on. So just in case my luggage gets lost, guess what? I have 2 sets of clean clothes that I can switch out until you find my luggage.
That is really smart. We did that on our international flight. I had never flown internationally before on the honeymoon, but with them, I'm like, I'll just go to Target and buy a new dress or something if somebody luggage. But no, I need to start packing like my clothes in the individual bags, because every time I try to not overpack, I'm always like, oh, well, maybe that one will get dirty. And it's like, well, then I'll just wear a different one.
I overpack. I recently went to the INA, and I had it's like 3-4 days. 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had 10 sets of clothes. And I'm like, and half of them never made it out of the bag. And I'm like, no, okay, I'll get this one.
You feel like you're going to wear or want to
wear. Yes, because then we may have an outfit for the morning, and I need something for the night, just in case we go out. And I know, and then you don't have time to change. Come on, we're going now. Okay, well, I need to change. No, what you have on is fine. And you never make it. So
I'm hoping to make it to that next year. It was too much this year with the wedding and then the move and everything. But I found out about it. I think I found out about it like 2 years ago, and then I found out about it too late for that one. And then this year wasn't, able to do. But hopefully next year.
Okay. Now I have a question. The contract. Do you have a separate contract with your families for traveling, or is it built into your contract, or how do you all handle that?
We discussed it from the get-go, because The dad's parents have a beach house in South Carolina, and so we
Mm-hmm.
travel there twice a year. And then the mom works from home, but she works in New York City, and so we haven't gone since the twins were born. But when it was just the one little guy, we went a couple times with them because they go for like 3 or 4 days. Now they just make quicker trips, like tonight when they're out of town for one night. So I just stay here with the kids. Um,
Okay.
but anyways, we we really just it's pretty much the same as my contract. Like when we're traveling, like my hours are pretty much the same. I mean, now I like work a little more, but I still like they compensate me for like the Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm typically with them until like bedtime. So
Mm-hmm.
like I'll start at 8, which is my normal start time, and then I'll come or I'll stay until like they put the kids to bed. So like when we travel, it's more of like a team unit thing as opposed to like when we're here and it's just me, because then they're off working.
Okay. Okay. So y'all discussed that at the
Right. Yeah. I
beginning.
feel like if I was like strictly a travel nanny, obviously that would be a different thing. Or if we were traveling for extended period, like months at a time,
Mm-hmm.
but our longest trip has been 2 weeks, which is a long time. But,
Yeah. I
right.
worked for 10 days and that was, oh, sometimes with the wrong family,
Yeah.
that can be a long time, but thank you, Jesus. I had a great family that I was
Right.
traveling with, and we had fun. I
Yeah.
had, I enjoyed, having my own bedroom,
Hmm.
having my own free space. Now, that's another question I wanted to ask you. When you all travel, do you have your own space, or are you expected to bunk with the kids?
No, I have my own room. There was only one time where I shared a room with him. But in New York, like I had my own hotel room, and then when we're at the beach house, I have my own room and bathroom, or like I'll stay like in the guest house. But so I have my own space, which is really nice for when I like want to get away, or if I have some time off, I can just like take a nap or sit and read, or just kind of be in my own little area away. Like I can kind of hear them, but if I shut the door, then it's like I'm gone. Um,
Okay.
but we were in New Jersey for the dad's sister's wedding, and he was the ring bearer. This was my first year with them. Like I was 5 months in, and they had reserved a big room. I think because they reserved a regular room and then a big room, which they had planned on staying in with my little guy. But like the dad and the mom, my bosses were both in the bridal party, so they were going to be out and busy all night because he was going to stay with me in like I mean, it wasn't a small room, but a regular hotel room. But we ended up
Right.
getting the 1.5, almost 2-year-old, and I ended up getting the presidential suite because they were going to be out all night, like, doing bridal party stuff. And so he like had his pack and play in there, and then I was in here in like this great big bed, and it was just, oh my gosh, it was it was fun.
Well, wonderful.
Right. So that was, yeah, I was sharing a room with him, but when I was sharing a room with him, they were paying me like for every hour,
Okay.
So like
Okay.
because I wasn't by myself ever for that trip. That's the only trip actually that I never had solo time either. But obviously the wedding took precedent, and that was why I was there.
Right. Right.
Out. I wasn't
So
expecting
it,
anything.
it was it was not one of those where you can have some free time later. It was you are here to work, and that's why we're bringing you,
Right.
because we need the nanny. We don't need a vacationer. We need the nanny.
Right. The one grandma actually asked me if she could take him on a walk down the beach. I was like, yes, you can do that. Like 20, I'm gonna sit here for 20 minutes. Go look for some seashells.
Yes. I'll be here when you get back.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Now let's see. I had one more question. Um, You mentioned about charging them for every hour when you were staying inside the room with them.
Mhm.
How do you usually charge for vacation? Well, I won't say vacation, for their vacation when you travel with them. How do
Working.
you normally charge working?
Um, but yeah, so I make my normal weekly pay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hourly pay, it's all the same because it gets direct deposited like every 2 weeks. So that never fluctuates. And so like now with the girls, and so for the past 3 years, they just turned 3 in May. Like I'll start at 8 and then I'll work essentially until 8. So I'm normally done at 5. So from 5 to 8, like 5 days a week. And then they pay me for about 12 hours Saturday and Sunday. 10 to 12 hours, depending, like, because normally we're all together, like going to dinner or whatever. And it's just with 3 kids, it's obviously easier to have 3 adults, like, and with 2 toddlers. And he has a food situation where he doesn't like certain foods and is, very meltdown-ish. So it's very, much more convenient when all 3 of us are just together. So plus we're like the typical place that we go is to the beach house. So I don't obviously mind spending time at the beach with them.
Of course not.
But
who doesn't love the beach?
Right. But yeah, they'll compensate me like when we return with cash. So
okay.
But I've never had to worry about them shorting me at all. If anything, they are over generous, which I'm eternally grateful for, and makes. I mean, obviously, my attachment to the kids makes this so hard with leaving, but they just are financially very good to me as well, which with this being financial health week, I'm concerned with my financial health in the future. Full circle.
Like, now that we're talking about this, let me watch so I can find out. I can keep up. But okay, so you don't charge them overtime?
Well, I mean, they do. They pay me my additional like hourly cash.
So it's it's not a time and a half cash. It's regular hour cash.
They pay my hourly rate. Like, because when I get paid, I get taxes taken out. So I paid my regular hourly rate, not my take-home rate.
Okay. So, I got it. I got you.
It end up being more.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Okay, cool. Let me see what time it is. I have to keep up with my time because I have to be at work tonight too. So, yes, I'm working overnight tonight too.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have a set of 4-week-old twins that I'm going to see. They're so darling. They're so adorable. Okay, so I want to bring Jeanette on next. Thank you so much for joining us. Do you have any last minute tips? Hi, Mr. Man.
You say hi. No, not really. I guess, you had said a travel tip for like going with kids, and one of the big things is, the airports are chaotic, and traveling, if you have to take a taxi or rentals or whatever, like the parents are going to be, probably freaking out. Like you just need to, because you're there, to assist them and just kind of try to take a step back and just remain calm. Like you'll get there in one piece. If the kids are banging on the window, try to avert their, attention to something else. But I mean, you're never going to see those people on the plane again. So just don't.
Right. So you need to be the calm in the storm.
Right. Because,
okay.
Yeah, it gets pretty intense sometimes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for joining us, little man.
Say bye-bye. All right, you have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Okay, and now we're going to find Miss Jeanette. Let me
How do I go away? Oh.
Okay, there we go. Now we're going to find Miss Jeanette. Let me see. Oh, no, now I can't. Okay. So let me see if I can invite Miss Jeanette. Okay. Jeanette, are you on your mobile device, or are you on your computer? Because in order for me to invite you on camera, I will need you on your mobile device. And I know I saw you here. Let me see. Okay. So it says I can't invite you. Okay, Jeanette, can you switch to your phone so that I can invite you on camera to go live with me? Okay, so Bethany says, I have not traveled with the family yet. Well, trust me, Bethany, when you travel with the family, if you travel with the right family, you're going to love it. And Marquetti says she loves traveling families. Okay, you're on your phone? Okay, so Jeanette, for some reason it's not giving me any indication that I can invite you on. Can you invite yourself in? There's a little button down at the bottom. It's like a little white and green. Okay, there it is. Now I can add you. Oh, there we go. And now it's adding you. I tell you, sometimes technology, I just have to wait for it to catch up. Sarah says she's going in 3 weeks, going for 3 weeks in July. So where are you going, Sarah? Inquiry minds want to know, where are you going? Hi, Leanne, and hello to everyone else who just came in. I totally agree with you, Marquetti. It is boring traveling by yourself. Okay. It says it's adding Jeanette, but okay, Jeanette, let me try this again. Let me stop it and let me try it again. I tell you, technology sometimes can be so. They're moving to Washington. Wow. With them, Sarah? Are you just going to get them settled in and coming back home? Who pays for meals on the trip? Well, it depends on who you talk to, Deidre, because my family paid for my meals. I just saved the receipts and gave them to them. Or if we were together, um, then they paid for my meals. If I went off on my own, they told me to just save my receipts because the way they saw it was, well, most of the families, um, they saw it was this was their trip.
Here.
Hi, there it is.
Hi.
So
I'm
this is
here.
good, good. I was answering a question for Deidre. She wanted to know who pays for the meals on the trip. And I was telling her that most of my families paid for my meals when I was with them and we had family meals. And when I went out on my own, they told me to save my receipts and they reimbursed me for the meals because the way they saw it was it's their vacation. I was there working. They were responsible for, all the expenses. So basically, all my expenses were paid when I went traveling with families. So tell us about yourself, Jeanette, outside of the nanny world.
Okay, first of all, it's Janet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's spelled differently.
Okay, Janet. Okay. I don't know why I've been calling you Jeanette all this time. And you didn't stop me.
Yes, I did. You just, when you read it and you don't remember it, that's where it comes in because people always get it wrong. It's something I've gone through my
Janet.
whole life. It's
Okay, Janet. Okay, Janet. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to spell it differently on my paper so I can remember how to pronounce your name correctly. Okay, so Janet, tell us about yourself outside of the nanny world.
okay. I love to go to the beach. I have a degree in baking and pastry, so I love to bake. I love to cook.
You just
And
said my ears just perked up when you said baking.
Oh, yes. It's one of the things that I love to do, and I love to pass it on to all my littles. All my littles all know how to cook. I can't
Oh,
wait till my current guy
yes.
gets old enough to help.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's wonderful. I love cooking with kids. Okay, so what
Yeah.
else? I'm sorry, I interrupt you. I heard pastries, which is, just a
Yeah.
trigger word for me. So, so tell us more.
I love to read. I do a lot of reading, and I love to go to Broadway plays.
Ooh, sounds great. I'm gonna get to Broadway one day.
It's
I promised
awesome.
myself that. I promised myself that, and I'm gonna do it. It's on my bucket list of things to do. So, I have questions for you.
Okay.
Um, when your families go on vacation and they're planning vacations, and I know this is going to sound kind of crazy, do you get any input as to where they go?
No,
Okay.
no input whatsoever. I go wherever they're going.
Okay. Okay. I, I one time, just once, but one time I got an input and we went there and I was like, yes. So yeah, but I just had to ask. Okay, where are some of the best places that you have vacationed with? Well, you didn't vacation, their vacations. Where are some of the best places that you've traveled with your nanny families? If you
I've
can
got,
share all that information.
I can. I got to go to Disney twice, which it was the first time I've ever been to Disney. I went with a nanny family. And then I
Oh,
got to go again with another nanny family. And this family with now currently, we're spending baby's first birthday there. So I will get to go a third time. That's
yay.
always fun. And I got to go to LA, which I'd never ever been to. That was fun. But the best was going to Berlin.
Wow.
That was fun.
Okay. So how different is it over there from over here?
I was going to say it was very different, but I was so thrilled because we were staying for a while and I was tasked with going out and buying food to make food for the baby. And I'm like, I don't speak German. So I downloaded this app and all the people look at me. They all spoke English. I was so thrilled. I did not run into anyone anywhere that I had to pull out that app for. So that part was thrilling.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I just stopped working with a German family, so I understand a lot of German. Although I can't speak a lot, I understand the words, some of the words
Mm-hmm.
that I get the gist of it. So when you said that, I'm like, I just, finished working with a German family, and all the kids speak German, and mom speaks German, and then when the grandparents come from Germany to visit, and the grandmother loves to bake, and she bakes these loaves of bread. I mean, it's like a different bread every day, and I'm like, can you teach me? Because I don't know how to bake bread. Biscuits I can do, but those loaves of bread, and then she puts all these nuts and things up in there, and she braids it, and then she puts this, I guess, egg wash on top, so it's nice and shiny when it comes out of the oven. And I'm just like, yes, I want some of that. So yeah, when you said that, and reading German, uh, I can't. Uh, if it didn't have a picture on it as to what it was, I wouldn't know what it is. So how did you manage to do that? Because I know.
I was going to say, it was actually, I didn't really have any problems whatsoever over there. And I went into a whole bunch, I saw this one chocolate shop, and I was like, I've definitely got to go in there. And I was able to
Oh
figure
yeah.
out what it was. It's
Ah.
not as hard as you think. So I didn't
Okay.
get any surprise.
Okay. You're good. Yeah. I
Well, I
like
took
that.
Latin in high school, so that helps a
Uh
lot.
huh. Okay. Okay. Well, I took French, but that was long time ago. And needless to say, I was not at the top of my class in the French class because it was just an elective that I had to take. I was like, just get me through this class. So, yes. But, so tell me, when you travel with your kids, um, do you have free time to explore, or are you working 24/7?
I was going to say, most of the time I've gone, I've always had free time to explore at some point.
Okay.
And my current
Okay.
family totally builds that in whenever we go out somewhere, that I will have time on my own, which is lovely.
Okay. Good. So you all just you all discuss the schedule before you leave.
No, it's usually like tomorrow we have a window where we have time where we can let you have free time, and they give me a car to go and the whole 9 yards.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah,
I like your family.
my family is.
I like your family. Yes. Give me the car, let me go. So, do you have any packing tips to share?
I was going to say, with this guy, we found packing cubes, and it has made the world so much easier because when you're trying to dig through a suitcase to find what you need when you've got a baby, it's like impossible. So
Mm-hmm.
this one has onesies, this one has diapers, and it made it so much easier.
Oh, okay. Okay. Onesies. Okay. That's pretty much covers it all. Okay. So, um, do you have a separate contract for your traveling?
No, it's in my regular contract.
Okay. So it's all inclusive in one. Okay. Okay. So do you get paid 24/7, or are you just paid for the hours that you actually work?
I never ever have him overnight, so I just get paid for the hours I actually
Oh,
work.
okay. Okay. Cool. I like that. Let's see. I think I have asked. Hmm. So tell us, what are your number one tip? What is your number one tip, or number one and two? What are your tips for traveling with kids?
Make sure you bring plenty of snacks. Make sure you've got food and toys. We keep them so busy on the plane because my families are all no screens. So we have
Oh,
plenty
okay.
of toys, books, and we keep them going. I got 45 minutes once out of a travel toothbrush. You never ever know what you might need.
I travel to. How did you do that? Okay, so we need to know that secret.
We were at the point where he was done with all the toys we had, and I just pulled out, it was actually one of the things on the plane, and I opened up this little suitcase thing that they had, and I was like, there's got to be something in here. And he actually loves to brush his teeth, so he was opening and closing a little top used for a cup. So he'd open it, he'd brush his teeth, he'd close it, he'd open it, and he did that for the longest time. And I was like, never would have guessed that, but now I know. Travel toothbrush, you need one.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So find their interests. He likes brushing teeth. That gives me some ideas. Figure out what they like to do most. Something small that you can take with
Mm-hmm.
you and pull it out in case of emergency.
That's
Break
right.
glass. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. Yes, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Okay. We are winding down. Do you have any other tips, tricks, anything else you want to share with us?
I was going to say, if you get to choose when the time that they go, make sure it's time when they would normally sleep. That's very helpful too.
Okay. So you mean like at nap time or
Yes,
early in the morning?
yeah, like
Like
nap
after?
time.
Okay.
So we would leave and then he would sleep for the majority of the time because that would be his nap. And it made it
Ah,
so much easier.
okay. So let me write that down. Choose nap time when buying tickets. See, I'm getting all these helpful tips because I don't have any. Sometimes, that one time, I had input into where we were going and what we would do because I knew the place. But most of the time, parents book the tickets and book the. So now I can kind of share with them. Can you buy them around nap time? Make sure, so when we get there, we do this, we do that. Because I know my family that I just finished working with that they go to Germany. They go try to travel at night because
Hmm.
it's the kids' sleeping time. And with that
Yes.
long trip over there, it's their bedtime. And sometimes we put them down for a nap and kind of wake them up early so that they'll be extra tired. And even though they'll have the whinies at the airport, when they get on the plane, they'll pass out. So,
Yes.
but that's a good thing for daytime travel during nap time. Okay, got it. Anything else?
That's all.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you ladies got plenty of tips. If you have tips and tricks that you want to add, please add them in the comments box. Please share this video with your friends. All you have to do is look at the bottom and hit the share button, and it will share them with your friends if you want to share this in the forum. Um, with your friends and your other with our whole nanny sisterhood, please do that too, because they may have tips and tricks that we don't know, because we all travel to different places, we all have different situations, and that's why I uh, was asking everyone to come on and share. Oh, there's Meg. Okay, so thank you, Miss Janet, for joining us, and thank you for sharing your travel tips with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Miss Meg, let me see if I can get you on. And
Hello.
there she is.
Sorry,
I
I'm
was getting ready
late.
to end because I was like, I don't see her.
I'm
Okay,
sorry. I was at
so
a doctor's appointment.
oh, well, hey, we all have to have self-care. So,
Yeah,
yes, that's more important. Take care of
exactly.
yourself because you can't travel if you don't take
Exactly.
care of yourself. Yes,
Exactly.
yes. So, quickly, tell us
Yeah.
what's your number one tip for traveling with kids?
The number one thing I can say is just remember that you are, going on a vacation to have fun. Try and take a step back and relax and enjoy yourself. I mean, it's definitely stressful and it definitely can be really hard. But my number one thing is just try and have fun. I mean, that's what you guys are there for. It's not supposed to be, crazy, stressful, but, just try and have a little bit of fun.
So, are you more lenient when you're on vacation with your kids than you
Yes.
are when you're at home on strict schedule? Do you let
Yes.
them have
So,
like little extra snacks that they're not supposed to normally have?
yes. So, my nanny kids, they eat pretty strictly organic at home. On vacation, that's not always possible depending on, where we're going.
Hmm.
But generally we try and keep it, in in the organic, as much as possible. When we are on vacation, they do get little extra treats. They're big fans of those little Annie's fruit snack pouches, that kind of stuff. Just little things like that at home they don't normally get. A lot of it's for bribery, but
You've got to
I
have
mean,
that in your pocket, though. You seriously, though. I know a lot of people say, "Well, that's wrong. You're bribing a child." But sometimes you have to keep. My mom always said,
how
"Keep a
else do you
song in your pocket."
right?
Sometimes you have to keep a little snack in your pocket.
Exactly. How else am I supposed to get them to do anything?
Yes, because we're on vacation. We're not at home. We don't have to do this.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah. But with their schedules,
Yes,
we're a
yes.
lot more relaxed and, they don't have super strict nap times, bedtimes generally when we're on vacation. The baby, she's really the only one who we try to keep on a somewhat consistent schedule. She's 13 months old now. So it isn't as big of a deal, but when
Okay.
she was littler, we would try to keep her on more of a schedule. But her brother and sister, who are now 4 and almost 3, they, we don't worry too much about them.
Okay. Okay. Well, good, 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 good.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to share with us?
Trying to think. Oh, I think my biggest packing hack is one of my girlfriends told me this is because we used to for the longest time pack way too many clothes. You take the number of days you're gone and times it by 1.5. So like if you're gone for 5 days, then you get just a couple extra shirts and a couple extra pants and then all that, and then pajamas divide by 2, and swimsuits really they wash themselves, so we usually normally only bring like 2 maybe 3 swimsuits, and then that way you're not overpacking, even less if you're going to be doing laundry, that type of thing.
Okay. Okay. Do you take an extra suitcase for souvenirs and things to bring back with you?
We do
Or do
try
you
to leave a
save
little bit
room
of
in your
room.
suitcase?
So we
Okay.
normally will bring some like snacks, munchies kind of things with us on vacation. So like those fruit snacks, some goldfish, just like that type of thing. And then on the way back for like souvenirs and stuff, we generally, just kind of use that space for that type of thing. Normally we don't go too souvenir
Okay.
crazy. The kids normally get, a little toy and then like a t-shirt or something like that.
Okay. Okay. Because I know everywhere I go, I don't know why. I think it's just me that's souvenir crazy, and not necessarily
Yeah,
everybody else that I'm bringing it home to.
right.
So
I know, yeah.
I always have like a half empty suitcase that I take with me because I know I'm going to find something there that I
Right,
want, or I'm going to find something there that I need to have for my husband that he's probably
right,
made 50-50 chance that he's going to like it. And I'm like, well, if he doesn't like it, this t-shirt, I'll just use it as a nightshirt. I'll just,
right,
I have ulterior motives for my souvenirs.
right. For
So
sure.
I think I'm more of a souvenir person than he is. So I
Right,
try to, um, leave room in my suitcase just in case I go somewhere and there's like this bargain. I went on a
right,
trip to Miami um, back in 2009, and I visited this boutique, and they had like this 75% off sale. And these are things that I know I cannot find back. I was in Atlanta at the time, and I was like, I know I'm not going to find this in Atlanta or anywhere
right,
else. And it was January. So I was like, I'll have the scoop on everything because this is last year's style, but nobody in Atlanta is going to have this. So I
right.
think I went just a little bit overboard in that store. So, because I ended
Just
up
a
buying
little.
another duffel bag. But yeah, I'm the souvenir
When we
person.
went, I'll be
I'm
honest,
the
when we went
crazy
to,
lady.
yeah, when we went to Disney World, we did end up having to buy an extra suitcase. That was the one place that we didn't save a ton of room. And when we were packing to come
Okay.
home, the kids each got like 2 stuffed animals and just stuff like that. So of course, stuffed animals take up a ton of room. So yeah, that was the
Yes.
one place we went that we were like, oh, either we're leaving them here or we're getting another suitcase.
Yes. And you know that fight that was going to happen if you left
Oh
them
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That we knew that was not going to be
Yeah.
pretty. So we opted for another suitcase. So now we have a Cinderella suitcase.
Oh, well, see, we got a suitcase out of it too. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Meg. And
Thank you.
please take care of you.
Thank
It's Nanny Health Care Awareness Month. So I'm glad to know that you're going to the doctor and taking care of yourself and making sure
you.
that
Yes.
you're okay.
Yes.
And we
Thank
all
you.
need to do that. Just
Yeah.
not just Meg. All of us need to make sure you get that physical at least once a year. The mammogram, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure you get that done, especially if you have a history like I do of breast cancer in your family
My
every
yep.
year. like clockwork every
My
year
mom,
since I was
my mom and
35
grandma
years old.
both. Yep. My mom and grandma both have breast cancer, so that's something that's very. And my mom actually, if she hadn't gotten, they caught her so early. If she hadn't gotten yearly mammograms, they said it would have been so much worse. She had like best case scenario because she got yearly mammograms.
See, important message.
Mm-hmm.
Get it done, get it done, get it
For
done.
sure.
Ladies, please, please take
Yep.
care of yourself. I know it's important that you take care of your littles, but I guarantee you, if something happens to you, they're going to need their children taken care of. So they're going to have to bring someone in to replace you. Now,
For sure.
you're replaceable, but we don't want you to be replaceable at risk
Right.
of your health. We don't want you to stay there and say, well, I can't go, I can't go, I can't go, I can't go. They're not going to let me go. You need to take care of your health. If something is going on and that family can't understand that you need to take care of your health, then maybe you need to consider changing families, because for me, and this is just my opinion only, so, this is not, it has no reflection on anybody else. If I can't work with a family who cares for me the way that I care for them, I go above and beyond for them. I want them to go above and beyond for me and just let me off work to
For sure.
go and get myself checked out.
For sure.
Because I can't continue to take care of your children if I'm sick. And if something happens to me and I go down, there are plenty of other nannies out there, but there's only one me.
Right.
And there's only one you.
Right.
Take care of you, because you can guarantee they're going to take off work and they're going to go to the doctor. And you probably won't even know it. They'll just take off work, go to the doctor,
Right.
and go back to work all in the same, and they'll come home like nothing happened. So
Right.
please do. I know, and I
Sure.
know, I don't know how I got off on this tangent, but yeah, it needed to be said. Thank you, Meg.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm passionate about certain things, and that's one of them. But take care of yourselves.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for joining us.
Thank
All right.
you.
We'll
Sorry I
see
was
you
late.
again soon. Yep.
Bye.
It's okay. It's okay. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. Next week, we will have Dr. Jackie Evans Phillips. She's going to do some self-care, tell us about some self-care, things that we can do to take care of ourselves mentally, physically, just inwardly, outwardly. We all need self-care. This is the Nanny Healthcare Awareness Month. And be sure to watch us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it is 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Aileen Matherin will be here with me, and we will be talking about the Nanny Marketplace that's happening in New York on the 30th. And it's going to culminate all of the mental health, the financial health, the physical health, all the health issues that everything is going to come to a big shebang right there at the marketplace. And if you have special wares that you do, crafts, sewing, hair products, whatever you do, come and join us, because they're in the marketplace. There are vendors, and I'm not sure if it's too late to add yourself to the vending list, but you'll never know until you come and find out. So anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and next Monday at 7 p.m. Our new time is 7 p.m. Please spread the word, and we will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.